All right, so we just worked on your first protective factor, increasing your education, because knowledge is power. Now we're going to focus on the second protective factor, which arguably is the most important one because research has shown that your community and your support system can largely curb the effects of perinatal mood and anxiety disorders as well as prevent them. So here's what we're going to do. Pull open your postpartum prep worksheet. Look at the first page. It says postpartum support plan on it. We are going to build your postpartum support plan, including your support system, the team of people who are going to be there for you, and who it is, when they're going to be there, and how are they going to support you. So support systems can look different to each individual person, but the common thread is that they meet you where you are in life. They hold space for you. They're safe and reliable. They heal with you, and they fill in the missing pieces when needed. Every human being needs this type of support system to thrive, and mamas especially need this in the postpartum season. Now, let's talk about what creates a strong support system. I want you to think off the top of your head, look at your worksheet, and off the top of your head, think of the first few people that come to mind that are always there for you no matter what. The ones that don't judge you, the ones that sit with you in the mess, the ones that make you feel worthy even when you're at your lowest lows and you feel like you don't have any worth. The ones who remind you and hold on to hope for you when you're feeling hopeless. Who are those people? It could be your partner too, right? It might be your partner. It might be your mom or your dad or an aunt or a sibling. It could be a best friend or a neighbor. It could also be a paid professional. Maybe you've started working with a birth worker like a midwife or a doula. Who is it in your life that you can rely on? The goal here is to come up with 7 people that you can put on this list. And you'll see here that there's a spot for their name. There's a spot for the type of support that you want from them or that you know that they're able to provide you. And then there's a box that says confirmed plan, okay? Because we assume nothing. We assume absolutely nothing when it comes to our relationships in our life. We communicate everything. So we need to make sure that what we believe this person could be, like the ways we believe they could be a support for us, that they believe they can be that too, and they can take on that commitment too. So mark that box only once you've communicated with and agreed upon what support looks like. Now, if you look at the bottom here, it says ways to support me. There's 6 lines. Flip the page over if you need to. Staple on another page if you have more ideas on how people can support you. Think about what you're going to need to receive. So let me guide you through a little journey here. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now imagine that you are lying in your bed. You're lying in your bed with an infant on your chest, whether they're nursing and feeding or just laying there for skin to skin time. Imagine that you're laying there and your brain goes to all the places of things that need to get done in your day. Places you need to be, obligations you need to fill, responsibilities you need to uphold, things to do around the house, bellies to feed, errands to run, dogs to walk. Think about all the things that pop up when you feel a moment of laying in bed and snuggling. Now open your eyes and write down all those things, because those are the things you're going to need help with. Those are the things that you're going to need to rely on some support with. Who's going to walk the dog, pick up the dog poop? Who's going to clean the bathroom or run a bath? Who's going to do the laundry that's piling up and all the burp rags? Clean the nursing bra? Who's going to take out the trash for trash day? Who's going to pick up the older kids from school or take them? Who's going to do the grocery run? Put gas in the car? Replace the light bulb? All of the things that come to your mind, write those down. These are ways that you can be supported. And some of them are tangible things that need to get done in the house, right? But let me tell you, when you're recovering from major surgery, from having a C-section, or maybe from being sewn up after a vaginal delivery, when you're bleeding more than you ever thought you would after child's birth, when you're oozing from your boobs and your belly and your vagina, when you're contracting and your muscles are coming back together, when it feels painful to roll over in bed or sit up, when it hurts to poop and try to go to the bathroom, you don't need to be walking the dog when that happens. You don't need to be cooking the food. You don't need to be doing the laundry. Someone else needs to be doing those things. And some of those people might be hired people you hire to help you if you don't have the people in your support system to do it. It might be you beginning to build that support system now. If you can't think of a single person, start seeing who in your community you can connect with, right? Ideas could be looking for get-togethers on the Peanut app. If you don't know what the Peanut app is, download it. You can find mom friends, right? It could be through a religious entity like a church or a synagogue. It could be people in your neighborhood or old friends that come to mind that you had a falling out with, and you miss some way they used to support you, and you want that in your life again, and you're looking for it, and you need to reach out. But it's going to take you initiating and being okay with asking for help, right? And sharing what stage of life you're going into and what you think you're going to need. And don't be shy. Don't feel embarrassed. This is a humbling experience. Every mom needs help. Every mom needs to be mothered themselves. So, what are the ways they can support you? And then I love this. If you look at the support schedule, this idea is taken from a book called 7 Sisters for 7 Days. I recommend getting the book. I will link it in the resource library in the last lesson of this workshop. The book is short. I read it in about 2 hours flat. It's very easy to get through. And the concept and the philosophy that they teach in that book is that if you have 7 people in your life that can support you, that can sign up for a day a week to support you, then every single day your support system will have it spread out of how they support you and your needs can be met. And you can have backup people if someone calls out sick. You can have a point person, like a contact person, that helps organize all of this. And they can bring you food. They can call and check in. They can send you funny memes. They can help you get to appointments. They can do your laundry, hold your baby while you sleep, ask them to spend the night so they can be there so you can get some sleep if you need that. Whatever it is, take your dog to the dog park, like run a grocery run for you, or pick up a supplies you need for your healing body. anything that you need, right? Who are these people going to be? I recently did this with a friend, and I got to tell you some things I learned in the process. I was the contact, like the point person to help organize this. I learned, number one, is that moms have a hard time asking for help. I mean, I knew this from my own experiences, you guys, but a best friend of mine who I've lived with and shared the same room with, she needed help, and it was hard for her to ask for it. It's hard to ask for help. It's hard to identify what exactly you need when you're in the thick of it, right? It's hard because you feel like you're a burden to somebody else. You feel like you should have this under control. You feel like you have to handle it in your home and you can't let anyone else in. Those are things you got to work through now to navigate. And if you need help working through those, hit me up. I provide coaching services. I can help you. I can help you strategize on how to prepare your mind and be in a place of receiving help if you find that very vulnerable and hard to do. So here's a list. You can identify, okay, maybe it's Alicia is on Mondays and Brooke is on Tuesdays and Teresa on Wednesdays, and maybe Thursdays is your mom. I'm just making up names, you guys. Maybe Thursdays is your mom. Maybe Saturday, Sunday is your grandmother, and she's spending the night at your house, or your mother-in-law. Who is it going to be? Maybe Friday's your neighbor. What's their contact information? What's their phone number? Because what you can do is you can print this out. It's already printed. You can fill it out, you can make a copy, and you can give it to your support people so they know the ways to support you, what you need, and when they're on duty, right? And the beauty is that this doesn't just have to be people who live in your area. If you live in an area that's away from your favorite support system and the people who help you through the most, they can support you still, right? They can order in groceries for you, or place your order for food, or call you and just talk, or FaceTime, send you things that make you laugh and make you feel like you again, reminisce with you. They can do a lot from far away. If the pandemic taught me anything, it taught me that even when we're far, if relationships matter, we can be close. So fill this out. I'm going to end this video here. Take the time you need to complete it, and then we'll step into building our partnership plan.